Hi everyone, in this video we are going to explain about the Islamic kingdom in Jambi. Before we proceed to the actual presentation, we are Aiko Ozora and Nadya Fayyaza from Group 3. I hope you enjoy! The things that we are going to talk about in this presentation are 1. The rise of Islam in Jambi 2. Cultural adaptation of Jambi Sultanate 3. The whereabouts of the Jambi Sultanate remains and lastly, things we can learn from the rulers of Jambi Sultanate. Emergence of the Jambi Sultanate. This is one of the pictures that I found of the Jambi Sultanate. Islam as a religion and Malay identity of the people of Jambi has grown and developed since 15th century AD. However, it was only in the 17th century that Islam showed its form with the formation of the Sultanate system in the Jambi Malay Kingdom, and its king also changed the title to become Sultan. Likewise, with Islam in the Jambi highlands, Kerinci also did not escape the development of Islam influenced by the Jambi Sultanate. Together with the establishment of the Sultanate of Aceh, the Sultanate of Jambi was also established. This kingdom was established after the Sriwijaya kingdom, which was centered in Palembang, experienced a decline. The Jambi Sultanate is an Islamic kingdom based in the present Jambi province. This kingdom bordered the Indagri Kingdom and Minangkabau kingdoms such as Tiluntur and Lima Kota in the north. In the south, this kingdom was bordered by the Palembang Sultanate, later the Palembang Presidency. Jambi also controls the Kerinci Valley. These are the details about the Jambi Sultanate that I want to point out before we continue. The religion that this kingdom holds is Islam. The location of this sultanate is in the city of the Jambi, on the banks of the Baranghari River. Its governance changed from king to sultan. The frequently used language is Malay, and it was established in 1550. It ended in 1906 by the Duchess. The spread of the Islamic religion in Jambi. When, who, and how? Based on these archaeological findings, an interpretation can be made that the presence of Islam in the Jambi region occurred from the 10th to the 13th century, even though the Islamization that occurred was still individual. Meanwhile, large-scale Islamization in Jambi occurred since the 16th century, which was marked by the rule of Orang Kayu Hitam, the son of Paduka Berhala. According to the Jambi law, the figure of Datuk Paduka Berhala is a Turk who was stranded on Pulau Berhala, later known as Ahmad Salim, and married to Princess Salaru Pinang Masa, a native Muslim daughter, a descendant of the Pagaruyung king. Their marriage gave birth to Orang Kayu Hitam. The spread of Islam has existed since the 15th century. To be precise, in the 1460, when we refer to when Datuk Paduka Berhala was stranded and married to Putri Pinang Masa, namely Orang Kayu Pingai, Orang Kayu Pedataran, Orang Kayu Gemuk, a daughter, and Orang Kayu Hitam. The famous king of Jambi is Orang Kayu Hitam, both during the reign of Putri Selaras Pinang Masa. However, after Orang Kayu Hitam ascended the throne in 1500 AD, he renounced his relationship with Majapahit and announced that all residents must embrace Islam. During his life, the Kayu Hitam people did many things and contributed to Islam in Jambi. One of them is to Islamize the Jambi population as written in Article 36 of the Jambi Charter. This is the tomb of the Kayu Hitam people, which is located in Simpang Village, Berbak District, Tanjung East, Jabung Regency.
Hello, my name is Aiko Ozora W and I'm going to talk about the cultural adaptation of Jambi Sultanate. Islam entered Jambi for the first time using trade in the 7th century to trade with the local peoples. Muslim traders entered Jambi using the Batanghari River, the longest river in Sumatra. Through trading, Muslim traders were indirectly spread their culture, and the local get to know new products from the east, their culture, and also their religion, which is Islam. So indirectly, this is the first form of Islamization process in Jambi. At first, they came to Jambi to trade with locals, but after that, some of them were settled in Jambi and get married to the local. Marriage is the next form of Islamization in Jambi that unites two different cultures and gives birth to a new generation of Muslims. For example, Ahmad Salim is known as Datuk Paduka Berhalo, a Turkish person came to Indonesia to spread Islam and married Princess Selaro Pinang Masak. This brings us to the next stage is acculturation in society. There was massive acculturation that happened in Jambi that changed these four things. The first one is religion. The entry of Islam made Jambi society studied Islam and many of them become Muslim from Hindu or Buddha. At that time, Islam was generally spread by ulama. Islamic doctrine was being adapted to Jambi culture, so Islamization process in Jambi was easily accepted in the community. For example, Islam does not recognize caste or known as social class, unlike the Hindu religion know about social class, which is one of many reasons why Islam was easily accepted by the Jambi community. The second is politics. Islam has greatly affected politics in Jambi. Islam has turned the kingdom into a sultanate led by sultan. The law of the politics were based on Islamic rules. Of course, political change did impact the community. For example, in this image below, the person who is sitting in the center is Sultan Taha Saifuddin during his reign in 1855, teaching and spreading Islamic doctrine to society and applied them to politics. Now, Taha Saifuddin is the name of the airport in Jambi. Another example, during Orang Kayo Hitam's reign in 1500, he was officially declared that Islam as the religion of the kingdom, so the community must become Muslim. This politics has a big effect on tradition and culture in Jambi. There was massive acculturation that happened in Jambi society. Jambi tradition and culture were adapting to Islamic doctrine. This process made Hindu and Buddha culture started to disappear. For example, caste. Islam has affected several traditions that we can see until now in Jambi, such as society norms, traditional food, and traditional clothing. And the last one is art. The entry of Islam made art in Jambi similar to the East, which is Arabia, such as painting, carving, sculpture, architecture, patterns, and clothing or fashion. For example, Kajang Leko is a Jambi traditional house. It's a form of acculturation between local and Eastern. Also, with the entry of Islam, local people know about mosque. A mosque is a place of worship for Muslims. The entry of Islam has developed art in Jambi. Overall, people in Jambi are accepting Islamic culture. From those points, as we can see that Islam has brought many improvements for the Jambi community and their culture. The spread of Islam in Jambi has been done peacefully, and Islamization was being adapted to Jambi culture, so Islamization in Jambi was running smoothly.
The third thing that I'm going to explain is the whereabouts of the Jambi Sultan remain. The first one is Taman Rajo Cemetery. Taman Rajo is located in Kampung Baru village, the God district, Jambi city. Taman Rajo is the burial place for Sultan Mahmud Mahidin and his wife Raden Isa Sultan Mahmud, who ruled the Jambi Sultanate around 1821 till 1826. The second one is Rumah Batu. One of the traces of the development of the Jambi Sultanate that you can see is in Olah Kemang village, Danau Taluk district, Seberang Jambi city. The historical traces that are located and referred to here are in the form of stone houses. Olah Kemang village is located in the northern part of Jambi city. This village can be reached in just a few minutes from Jambi city by crossing the Batanghari River using boat transportation. According to Sharifah Aulia, who is the caretaker of this building, the house she was guarding was the legacy of a propagator of Islam in the city of Seberang in the 18th century named Sayyid Idrus Hasan al-Jufri, who was nicknamed Prince Wirokusumo.
Things we can learn from the rules of Jambi Sultanate. We must learn from Princess Selaro Pinang Masak. When Islam came to Jambi bring other cultures, we must respect and accept other religion and cultures, and also keeping the unity of the nation even there are cultural differences. And we can learn from the Sultan Taha Saifuddin to implementing religious attitude in everyday life and spreading good attitude to the community. That's it our presentation. We hope you enjoy the video and thank you for watching.